I'm cutting this right now because I'm going to have to sharpen the edges. Not sharpen, but I'm going to, what's the word? Sand the edges with my sander. So I'm just going to cut this around where I wanted it. And this is going to be, this is how you do a reverse decoupage, but I'm also doing it with crackle. So let me just remove you. Remember, this is the pen I use. Oh, that would be fun. So now I've cut it, so it's all ready, but what I need to do first is clean the glass with some alcohol. Always clean your glass with alcohol to remove any oils. And my sprayer's not spraying, so I'm going to have to use a bottle. Just make sure. Actually, Betty, the only thing I'm using that's Posh Chalk today is on my Shopify. I'm using the decoupage paper. So no Etsy for decoupage paper anywhere. It's all on my website. I know it's a bit confusing, but it's easier for me. Okay, and what I've reversed the camera. I did remember. And what I'm using is Cracking Primer by Pentart. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, Ari, it left this morning. And it is the Universal one. It's, I'll show you. I practiced with it. I didn't know how it was going to work, so I practiced. I hate things that stick, but there we go. Let me remove this out of the way and get a paintbrush. And what we're going to do is just apply this. This is the first coat with the Universal Cracking Primer. The Pentart have several different kinds, and this is one that I really like using. And I did it slightly different than what they suggest, and it worked. So I'm just applying the primer. I'm doing it in a straight line because that way, if I miss somewhere, it's easy for me to go back and refill. And this is quick. This is not this is not this is one that I've done with a heat gun, and I did not have to wait. So hopefully it won't let me down this time. And I'm choosing to put a liberal amount. I'm not flooding it, but I'm doing that because I'm using this as well as a decoupage medium. So let me put this on. Remember, you put the front at the bottom of the glass because we're doing reverse decoupage. Just please remember to do that. So I've used the medium as a decoupage. I don't know what I did. Maybe I'll just use this. I did not use any decoupage medium. I used the cracking primer as my decoupage. And again, oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Betty. So, and then on top, I'm reapplying the same thing. The same universal cracking primer, I'm reapplying it. And I will flip it upside down. I should have done this earlier, but let me just finish this. And you just paint it on. I'm using a paintbrush. And I did not dry it either. I applied the decoupage ignore what I just said. I applied the cracking paste, the universal cracking primer, and now I'm applying another coat of the primer on top of the decoupage. Just going over a few parts. I don't think I missed anywhere, but I'm just being extra careful. And this will be a clock. Oh, Ari, but my way may not be perfect, my friend. I just want you to know that. This is not how the manufacturer recommends that we use them. But sometimes I have to do things that work or try out things. I hate waiting for paint to dry. So, and like I've said before, if I don't like the product, I won't bring it. So now I'm just drying the first coat of cracking primer. So I did a coat of cracking primer. I put the decoupage paper, and I left that. I did not use any decoupage, just the paper. So I sandwiched in the decoupage paper between two layers of this. And I'm drying it with my tool, my heat tool. it'll take a few minutes to dry, but still, you can feel it tacky. Actually, I should have removed the this. I have a clean paper here, but whilst it's drying, you can still see the image, and hopefully it'll dry some more. I think I did make a mistake, and that was I should have dried the decoupage paper before applying. Well, I'm glad. I'm so glad. I may have made a mistake in my haste, but we'll see. This paper is called Utopia. And you get two little herons. I think they're called herons, Betty. Well, I have to say that I have received, thank you for saying what you said, Ari, because I have received, unfortunately, a couple of messages a while back saying that what I should be showing you is how the manufacturer tells you to use them. And sometimes I do use them like the manufacturer does, but sometimes I don't. And to me, I don't know, trying different things experimenting is what's fun. And you can all read, you can all Google and find out how the manufacturer tells you to use them. But you can't Google how Rima uses them. I'm just kidding. Many artists will push a product in a different way, push it to its limit. Yes, exactly, it is the one. Jonathan Mark Mendes did create it. I love him. See, I'm going to show you where my mistake was. Do you see the white areas? I should have dried this. I made a mistake. I don't know how it's going to dry, but we're going to try. It's mostly dry here, but it's not dry here. No, I do what I want to do. Trust me. I'm hoping it's going to take its sweet time and dry. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, then that will be a lesson. Yes. Thank you, G. It's not drying, it's not drying. And it may not dry, in which case I'll just rip it off and redo it tomorrow if it doesn't work. But when I was doing these, because this is what I tried, this one, and you can see the crackle. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't, Ari. And this one, after I put the decoupage paper on, I did dry it. So maybe it just needs a little bit more time. Let's see. I'm going to tell you this is probably not going to work because I missed a step. But if it does not work, I will just rip it off tomorrow and start again. Now the next part is the cracking paste. I'm not able to dry the decoupage paper from here and here and here. And I don't want to remove it, but oh, thank you, Amber. So I'm telling you, I do not think it's going to work unless it dries, and I think that's going to be very hard. In which case, tomorrow on the live, you will see me ripping it all off and starting again. This is the cracking paste. This is a creamy white thick paste. And you apply it as thinly or as thickly as you want. I'm going to apply thick and I'm going to apply thin, and depending on the thickness, the cracks will result. So I'm going to put this all over. And like I said, some places will be thin and some will not be. And I still have not sanded the edges. So see how I'm spreading it out? And I would do this with a palette knife, actually. I find it easier. This is a big chunk we don't need. It is. And it's particularly great when you goof up, Betty. And you know me. Goofing is my middle name. Oh, look, it started to crackle. Can you see? Look. Oh, you do? What new knives, Betty? Tell me about them. And I want crackle all over, so I'm going to cover this. Try not to go over the areas that are already crackled. Oh, and I've got some more crackle here. Let's see if we can get heavy crackles. And these are tiny, tiny crackles. And then I'm going to use the heat gun again. The crackle worked, but I goofed up. They're two different websites, Ari, so don't worry. I'm going to try and bring you lower and hold this so that you can see. Hopefully, it will crackle. Where it's thicker, the cracks are bigger. Yeah, Betty. So notice where it's whiter, there's more cracks. Thanks for the heart. Well, that part worked nicely, but I'm not sure about the front. I have not tried it, but I will try and find a piece of plexiglass. And it's not a silly question. It's a question I want to know too. So there'll be no crackle here. Nothing here really. Very, very, very few. Now let's look at the front. Actually, besides this not drying, the crackles are great. Look at here. The only places that I'm not happy with is where the white from the primer did not dry. Let me just clean this up. I don't want to put it down because it's hot. But what I like about this method is we don't really have to wait. Okay, I'm going to sand the edges. Oh, thank you, Betty, for saying that. Because that makes a lot of sense. What you just said makes a lot of sense. So I'm just doing the edges. And I'm thinking of doing the crackles. And let me see. I want a color that'll show up. Maybe gold. Now, Pentart does have different crackles. I think 2 or 3 different ones. I've kind of worked with them, but I have not experimented to see if I can do it over a reverse decoupage. I mean, if you can do it over decoupage paper on glass, where it has to look good on the front, that to me means that the stuff is working. I think I will look for a piece of plexiglass, Betty. I think you're very right, smart. And I think I might need to replace this. placing because it's a bit annoying. So now that Christmas is done, anyone got plans for New Year? And I think I've got just this side left to sprinkle. I mean to sprinkle. And some places don't have a lot. No, I'm not going till the end of the month. The end of January. No. We'll probably go out to dinner. Don't know where. Maybe friend's house. I don't know. What about everyone else? Oh, it's been bitterly cold here. Oh, look. It does look like it's drying. It's much less than before. So you never know. It might work. But I think it would be easier and would give you less of a heart attack if you actually dried it after. Oh, you haven't? I just want, let me just flip this over and throw this out because I want to lay it back down on the clean paper. I don't know if we'll go friend's house or what, but sorry guys, just give me a minute. What color would you like to see the cracks? Yeah, that's true. That's true, Betty. Has anyone thought about what color they'd like to see on here? We can do gold, we can do brown, we can do black. So someone give me these two I did, oh, where are they? These two I did in gold. So this is what it would look like in gold. Gold? Okay, we can do gold. You know what I feel like trying? Let me try the 24K. By Pixie. Let me get that. Let me put some on here. We'll do gold. And I'm going to show you what it looks like as soon as I do this section. And you want to try and get most of it in the cracks. And the reason I like this the decoupage paste is because, sorry, the this cracking paste is because it's white, and over decoupage it works great because that's what you need. So I'm trying to and I'm going to show you what it looks like now. So see how here it's drying? And you can see the paste, the gold paste here. And that's my line. So you're going to see it a little bit more on that line. I'm going to put this on here because it's getting... I'm getting a bit lazy. I'm going to try and go in one direction, but that cannot be our last layer because when you're doing a glass, a dark color should be your last layer, or a piece of cloth, like a suede something. Thanks, Betty. So see the cracks, how they change depending on how thick the paste was. Oh, thanks. Great. Thank you, Betty. And I want to show you, if you can see at the top. And see how above the heron, the white is drying. So let me dry this. And if you're making these, you could do them on paper, on the glass plates. It doesn't have to be a cloth. It's dry. And here, there was some crackle. Here, very little. I placed it very thinly, so you hardly have any crackle. But this is drying, so maybe I didn't mess it up. If it dries by tomorrow, then I know it's okay. Yes, you know what, Betty, thank you for saying that. Hold on, let me just see something. I pulled up these two plates this morning because I wasn't going to do a clock. I was a bit afraid. And I might do just here. Just, where's the other piece that I threw out? I don't know that I would use this one. You know which one would be really pretty? Ooh, let me show you. Let me show you. Where is it? Where is my little girl? You know my queen, my pair of queens. I'm looking for her. Has anyone seen her, Betty? Hold on. Maybe she's here. Oh. You know my other queen? The one that we did not use? I'm looking for the queen. I'll find her by tomorrow. And we'll do this reverse and we'll crackle her. And we'll do it the right way so that you can see. It seems to be drying, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it seems to be drying. The other thing I do like is that it's showing up the deeper colors. Yeah, the black and white one. What do you think, Betty? It seems to be showing or accenting the colors of the actual bird better. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. I was going to do a candle, but if I find her, then that's what we're going to do, because I also ordered these to do candles with. These stick and style stencil thing. And I got this pattern. Hi Kim, how are you? And I can do that Wednesday though. I want to make sure that when people do this, they do it not the way I did it today to get a heart attack. Thank you for the hearts, everyone. Yeah, but I agree. I'm going to put black on here. Yes. I didn't see you come on, Kim. How was your Christmas? I know, I think you were on yesterday, though, weren't you? Yeah, you were on yesterday. And I still have to put the mechanism, this. But you know, I looked at it. There's so many pieces. I haven't figured out how to use this yet. So let's see what happens. And just remember, yeah, you were on. Just remember also that this is reverse decoupage. This is what you would do if you had glass. This is not how you would do it. This is only for reverse decoupage. Let me try it again. Oh, really? Maybe I should send it to him with the, I still need your son's address, Betsy, in Braintree. I'm just going to try it. Just look at how many layers we've put on and been able to do this in less than 45 minutes. On the 14th? Okay. But we can drop it off this week. Wow. That's amazing, Betty. I'd love to see pictures. Let's see now. Yeah, it's still a bit damp, but these are going. And we'll put the hole through here. And as soon as it finishes curing, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, we live about 45 minutes away, Kim, but we've never met. So I think I'm very happy with the way this is turning out. I'm going to hopefully see that this is completely dry by tomorrow. And whether it is or not, we're going to do the plate, and we're going to hopefully use the queen for decoupage paper. And more than likely, I'll remember my lesson. And that's to dry in between steps. I think this is the best thing to do, dry in between steps. Now, how many of you have frames with glass inside? You could do those. You could absolutely do these. So, yeah, that's true, Betty. So there's so many uses for this technique. And the more it dries, the more I'm in love with it. I'm so happy that you could join me today. Sorry, I turned this closer to me because I wanted you to see the cracks.